So we're going to do a nice plie and second big deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time, big deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. I'm going to take a lovely stretch over to the right side, making sure that our hips stay in line. I'm going to take the top arm up and through, so just so we have a deeper stretch, looking up to that top hand. And recover. Take it over to the left side. Big deep stretch. Top arm weaves down and up to the top. Head facing up towards the sky. And recover. I'm going to take our left arm up into a flat back on the right side. Contract and relax, contract and relax. Transition through to center, keeping that flat back, arms to second, big plie and recover. Repeat to the left side. Nice flat back, elongate that spine. Contract and relax, make sure you're breathing during these contractions. And over to center. Nice big plie and recover. Our legs have been in a nice natural second during this. We're going to take a flat back, but we're going to shift our heels out into a parallel position now. And just take your body down. Nice deep stretch here in the hamstrings, and we're going to have our elbows down if we can, if we're feeling quite flexible. Big deep plie in second and stretch. Plie and stretch. We're going to shift our body over to our right side, and it's really important during these stretches that we're leading with our chest and not our head. So as we move over to the left side, just make sure that you're not curving your spine here to try and get your head to your leg. Make sure that you're leading from the chest. And we can just pull our arms through in center here if we're feeling a bit flexible. And deep plie in second, hands on our thighs just to push our turn out a little bit. And elbows to thighs. And then just push with our right hand gently on our right thigh just to get an extra push of our turn out. And over to our left. Coming up, we're going to go into a deep lunge here. Really important in this position that we keep everything in line. Our knees are in line with our foot. We're not sitting onto our bottom. We're staying up, so you can really feel the benefit of this stretch. We're going to shift over to our right side, keeping everything in line, including the head, pushing that back knee, making sure that that back leg is straight. We're going to pop up into our V stretch, making sure here our hips stay in line. That's really important. And again, we're extending through our chest. Flex that front foot. And relax. We're going to pop down into our lunge, but we're going to pop our knee on the floor for a deeper stretch. Hands on our knee. Hopefully you can balance here. We're going to come back. Again, this is a moment where we need to make sure our hips are in line. For us flexible folk, we're going to get our right hand and we're going to weave it through underneath our right leg here. I'm going to pop back into that deep stretch, but we're going to grab our back leg, pull our foot towards our bottom. This is a nice big stretch for our quad. Release that leg, and we're just going to sit and do a nice spinal twist here, looking up to the sky. Should feel this in your lower spine. We're going to put our right leg on top of our left and reach forward and just put a little bit of pressure on that top leg. This is really good to open the hips out. If you're not as advanced in this position, you don't have to have your legs as crossed. We're going to shift back and repeat everything on the left. Making sure everything's in line. Don't cheat this position by sitting on your bottom. Shift over to the left. Making sure that back knee is completely stretched. Pop up into our V stretch, hips in line. Flexing that foot for a deeper stretch. And relax. Returning to our lunge, knee to the floor, hands on our top knee, and just push a bit of weight into that stretch. Shifting back. Hips in line. And weaving that left hand this time through our left leg. Recovering to our lunge. Grab that right foot, pull it in towards our bottom. Release that leg. Sit back down. Nice twist of our spine here, looking up to the sky. Arms up to fifth. Nice big stretch up, big deep breath, and push forward. We're going to recover and move on to section 2, having our right knee bent in and our left leg extended. We're going to do a nice big stretch over our left leg here. Then we're going to recover and do another stretch over to the opposite side, where we'll feel a nice big stretch down our left side here. Recover. We're going to take our legs into a double stag, arms to fifth, big deep breath, and push forward. And if we push a little bit of our body weight onto that front thigh, this is another really good hip opener exercise. We're going to come up, take our body back, still in this double stag, down to our elbows, and then if you're feeling adventurous, all the way down. So take your arms out and have a flat back against the ground. This is quite an advanced stretch. You'll really feel it. This is one of my favourite stretches to do to really open up our hips. And recover. We're going to repeat that all on the other side. So extend that right leg out and reach over that leg. Always thinking about your technique, always thinking about keeping your spine in line, keeping it elongated. Stretch over to the other side. Coming up into our double stag, arms to fifth, reach up and forward. Pressure of your upper body on that front leg. Coming up, taking it slowly back. Elbows down first, and then again, like I said, if you're feeling more flexible, you can take it all the way down into this deep stretch here. Just make sure that during all of these stretches, you're always breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And recover. We're going to go into our little frog position here, feet together. Try and push your knees out. It's okay if they're not too far out. We're going to, in this position, contract. Then we're going to pull through into a flat back. And then we're going to come up and recover. We're going to repeat this 4 times. Nice contraction. Pull it through, extending that spine. And recover. Really trying to keep your turn out here, keeping your knees out. Last time, contract. Breathe and reach through. And recover. We're going to repeat all of this in a pike position, legs extended in front. So contract, pull through, and recover. Leading with the chest, not the head in this position. Final time. We're going to take our arms now up to fifth. Do a nice big stretch up before we reach forward. This is a very important position where we concentrate on extending through the chest. Don't curve that spine to try and get your head to your legs here. Think about the top of your head reaching your toes. We're going to roll over onto our tummies. Hands by our side and push into cobra. Make sure that our hips are staying on the floor here. If we don't have very flexible backs, this will be quite a hard position to get into, and our hips will want to raise off the floor, but don't let them. Transition through into cat pose, and then we're going to push up, keeping our feet in a stretch position here. This is a really lovely stretch for the front of the feet. We're just going to rock through a few times. And then pop onto our feet and just paddle through our feet here, really working through our feet, putting pressure every time through our legs into our feet. Then we're going to push into a nice downward dog. Really pushing into those arms, putting all of our weight into our legs. Now we're going to extend that right leg up into a beautiful penché. It doesn't matter if your leg isn't as high as mine, but really try and push it to its full extension. Nice stretched foot at the top, which you can't see on me. And then our left leg. And bring it back down. We're going to transition back, down, briefly into our little cobra, bend through into our baby pose. Nice little relax and a breathe here. On to section 3, we're going to just stretch through our arms. So if we take our right arm across, make sure we're not putting pressure on our joints here, so don't put pressure on your elbow, and make sure that our shoulders are down. We're going to take our arms up and over behind, try and interlock our fingers if possible. Some of us might not have the most flexible shoulders, so you might just be able to touch a finger. But if you do have flexible shoulders, try and have a full interlock of the hands. Nice stretch of the neck here. Make sure that you're gentle with this hand and push through the left hand down, flexing that hand. We're going to interlock our fingers again and just push on very gently on the back of our head, just for a nice stretch of the back of our neck here, but we have to be very careful with this stretch. We're going to interlock our fingers behind our back, lift our body up and push forward, allowing our shoulder joints to relax and allow the weight of your hands to push on this stretch here. And recover. We're going to go into our frog position again here, making sure that our hips are in line with our knees. We're not sitting back on our bottom, so you might be a bit further up than me in this position, but that's fine. This is just a really good stretch for working on our box splits. We're going to come back, recover our legs and just take them out to second. You don't have to take them too wide here, just a comfortable position so you can retain your balance. Nice big stretch over to the right. Stretch those feet. We're going to shift so our chest is now facing our leg. We're going to transition our hands over into center. It's really important in this box split position that we try and keep our knees facing the ceiling, facing the sky. They will want to turn in, but we can't let them. Then we're going to shift over to our left. Firstly, having our chest to our knee. And back into our side stretch. And recover. We're going to go into our right leg split. You might have to lift your body up a little bit to shift into this position. Arms to fifth, big deep breath and reach forward. We're going to keep a hold of our foot here and roll onto our back, trying to keep that leg in the same position so it stays on top of our body in a parallel position. It might want to shift into a second to the side of your body, but try not to let it. We're going to bend the left knee and do 10 straight kicks to wake up the hamstring. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to bring the leg slowly back in, trying to keep it in that parallel position. And extend the lower leg. Now we're going to change our grip to hold the heel and take the foot out to second. We're going to come up and repeat everything on the left. So nice left leg split, arms up to fifth, reach forward, and breathe. And roll over from this position. It doesn't matter what side you roll from. Right knee in, 10 straight kicks on the left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bringing it slowly in, extend that leg, hold it there and breathe. Changing our grip now and taking that left leg out to second. We're going to take our legs up and out to second. Don't worry if your stretch isn't as deep as mine in this position. If your legs are a little bit further up, that's absolutely fine. Try and put a bit of weight from your hands onto your thighs, just so you can have a bit of a deeper stretch. We're going to come into our figure 4 stretch now, where we pull our leg in with our other leg turned out. This is another really good hip opening exercise. And we're going to keep that leg there, but just do a nice big side stretch where we're looking to the opposite side, so we get a nice spinal twist here. And we're going to repeat everything on the other side. So our figure 4 stretch, pulling that knee in towards our chest, opening that hip out. And twist that body, looking over to the opposite side towards that hand. Nice twist for the lower spine here. And we're going to roll over onto our chest, push up into our cobra position, release the head a bit more than last time. And we're just going to rock back onto our elbows here. If we push our pelvis forward in this position, we get a deeper stretch. And again, like before, you can stay on your elbows or go all the way back. This is a really lovely stretch. We're going to come up, hold the back of our ankles and push our pelvis forward. Release that head and enjoy this stretch here. Recover. Pop onto our feet and just place some pressure, your body weight, onto your heels to feel that nice Achilles stretch here. We're going to slowly release into our pike stretch, extending our chest down towards the floor. Don't think about your head reaching your legs, think about your chest extending towards your feet. Release the knees, slowly roll up and breathe.